Good morning, Garth. Cool, all right, we're working. Good morning, guys. Welcome to those that joined for this running specific strength class. Okay, so we're going to take it nice and easy there. Just going through the basics. Yeah, so just follow on. So my name is David Leith. I'm from the High Performance Center at the Sports Science Institute. Yeah, all you're going to need is just a step, and then any odd object. If you have a dumbbell, that'll be perfect. Otherwise, you need another odd object like a 5 liter water or a book, anything else that you can use for a little bit of weight. Okay, so you're going to start off just getting a little bit warm, getting the heart rate up and the blood flowing. So you start off with 20 seconds each movement. So I'm just going to go through everything with you, so you can just follow after me. Okay, so you're starting off with a nice, easy jog on the spot. Okay, nice, easy jog. Okay, so this time tomorrow, I'm sure lots of you are going to be going out for your first run in a while. So we're all looking forward to it. Okay, so now going into a little bit of high knees. Nice and easy on the spot. Okay, going into some back kicks. Heel to your bum. Warming up the hammies. Okay, then just on the spot. Skips, high skips. Keeping your hips nice and stable, keep your core activated the whole time. And then from there, just double leg hops. So just on your forefoot. Nice, easy hops working from the ankle. Okay, going onto your one leg. Single leg hops. Again, keeping your midline nice and tight, so you're not flaring your ribs. Nice and tight, hips stable. Just working from the ankle. And changing legs. And one more time on the other leg. And another one. Right, and relax. Okay, so now I have the blood flowing a little bit. We shall go into some basic mobility exercises. Okay, starting off with kick out, so opposite foot to opposite hand, keeping your legs straight. Just working from the hip, try not to extend into your back. We're doing T on each side. Doing a lengthening in the hamstrings. Once you're in there, we're setting up nice and wide. Your feet facing forward, a little bit back. Okay, I'm going into Cossack squats. So you're pushing your hips back and down into your one side, getting as low as you can, stretching out your adductors, back to the center, hips back into the other side, stretching out your groin on the other side. Okay, we're going to do 10 per side. Slow and controlled, just trying to move with as much range of motion as you can, gradually getting lower and lower. Right. Then we're going to a knee hug, lunge and twist. So for that, I'm going to move this down a little bit. Okay. So staying in one leg, you're going to hug your other knee into your chest. Take a big step forward. You're going to reach up, stretching out your hip flexors. One hand down, take that elbow down towards your ankle, and then twist to the side. Okay, and stepping back up, other side, knee hug, big lunge forward, reaching up, and down, and twist to the side. Okay, we're doing 5 on each side. This is number 2. Elbow down and twist. Big push back. Knee hug, lunging forward, reaching up, elbow down, and twist. Okay, it's 2 down each side. Okay, it's doing this running specific. Mobility especially important in the winter months. When you get nice and warm and supple before all your runs. Okay, from there we're going to go onto the ground. We're going to do some hip circles. Just getting your hip range of motion going. So starting in a 4-point position. Okay, you want to keep your hips nice and stable, your core nice and tight. As you bring your one knee up towards the chest. And squeeze your glutes, kick all the way back. Rotate at the end range, and bring around in a big circle. Okay, we're going to do 5 of those each side. Knee up, kick back, rotate, and around. Okay, make sure you're not leaning into the side of your other hip. So you're just working within the range available of your current hip. This is 4 and 5. Okay, other side. You might find one hip is a little bit tighter or restricted than the other, and it gives you something to work on. Keep that midline nice and tight so your hips are not rocking. Okay, 5 per side. From there we're going to a pike and stride. So pushing your head through your shoulders into downward dog position. And then drive your one leg forward towards your hand, pushing your hips forward. Back to your shoulders, other leg forward, driving your hips forward. Okay, it's 5 per side. Pushing your heels to the ground, hips forward, heels to the ground, head through, hips forward. Yeah, that's 4. We do 1 more each side. Okay, and then last one here, we're doing calf stamp outs. So in a similar position, just taking your one heel alternately to the ground, we're doing 20 per side. So just stamping out your calves. Right, then standing up, we're done with the warm-up. Okay, from there we're going to go into 2 stability-focused sets, stability and strength. Okay, so each of them are going to have 2 exercises, and we're going to do 2 sets of each superset. Okay, so the first one is going to be a dynamic hamstring reach. For this one, we're focusing on stability of the ankle, knee, and the hip joints, and activating your posterior chain, especially hamstrings and your glutes, stabilizing you in that running specific movement pattern. Yes, your dynamic hamstring reach. You stand on your one leg, grip your big toe and all your toes into the floor, nice and tight. Okay, from there, stand on your one leg, keep your core nice and tight. You're going to hinge your hips, so you're hinging from the hips back, kick your non-standing leg back. You're doing a chest, come over, reaching your arms forward, being lengthening in the hamstrings, and then you push into your heel, squeezing them forward, and bring the other knee up. Okay, so that's 1 rep. We're going to do 8 on the one side and then 8 on the other. Okay, so hinging on the hips, kick the non-standing leg back, reaching forward, and coming forward. Okay, make sure your hips are not rotating out to the side, so you want them nice and level, facing towards the ground. Okay, that's 3. Okay, keep your lower back nice and straight, so you don't want to start rounding the back. So keep the integrity of your lower back. Halfway. Good, 2 more. Okay, cool. Right, going up to the other side. And you might find one side is a little bit more stable than the other. Okay, hinging the hips, non-standing leg going back, reaching forward, squeezing the hips forward. No, go back, go back, go back. Okay, that's 4 reps. Keep that midline nice and tight. Hips as stable as you can. Two more. And 8. Right. Okay, so that's your dynamic hamstring reach. And we're going to go up to our Peterson step up. Okay, so for the Peterson step up, I'm going to use that step at the end there. So you just need to step around about mid shin height up towards knee height, depending how strong you are through the range of motion. Okay, so for your Peterson step up, you're going to stand on the very edge of your step. Okay, make sure it's nice and stable. There, this is more of a squatting type of movement. So you're going to push your hips back to keep your chest up and make sure that your knee is staying nice and straight, aligned with your second toe. Okay, and your heel is staying on the step. Okay, so you're not lifting your heel off the step. You're not going onto your toes. Okay, and your knee is not caving in. Right, so here, pushing your hips back nice and slowly, controlling down, and you're aiming to touch your opposite heel gently on the ground, touch, and then squeeze your hips back up. Okay, so hips going back, nice and slow, touch your opposite heel, and back up. Okay, so your non-standing heel is touching the floor just next to or in line with your standing leg. Okay, so doing 8 per side of that. So slowly controlling back, keeping the knee nice and straight, pushing your hips forward. Back into your hips, activating the glutes, squeezing the hips forward. Okay, so your main focus is on the eccentric components, so going down nice and slowly, controlling through that range of motion, keeping the knee nice and straight. Okay, going for the last one. 8. Okay, changing to the other side. And make sure your feet are facing directly forward, knee in line with your second toe, and then going slowly back, touch the ground, and up. And as you get stronger, start to increase the step height at which you use, and able to control through more range of motion. Okay, keep sitting back into your hip, activating the glutes, squeezing the glutes, quads. Let's come back up. 2 more. Okay, cool. So that's one superset done. We can do one more set of those 2. So we're back to a dynamic hamstring reach. Okay, standing on one leg, hinging at the hips, non-standing leg back. Keep the hips as stable as you can. Reach your arms forward, and then squeeze the hips forward, bring the other leg through. Okay, midline nice and tight the whole time. So you're not getting any disconnection between your hips and your ribs. Make sure that you're not transferring your weight into the outside of your standing foot. Okay, so you want to keep firmly pressing into the ground through your big toe and your heel. Making sure that your arch stays nice and strong. Okay, so that's 8 reps. Going to the other side. Nice, slow and controlled. Keeping that core tight, hips as stable as you can. Nice alignment between your ankle, your knee, and your hip. Last rep. Right, cool. Then we're going to go onto our fears and sit-ups. So our last set here. Okay, again, stepping on the very edge of a step. Okay, pushing firmly down, big toe in your heel, arch nice and strong. Pushing your bum back, slowly controlling down. Touch for the opposite heel and come up. It's a nice exercise to perform in front of the mirror, just so you can watch your alignment, the ankle, knee, and your hip. Making sure they're tracking all nice and straight. And you got no knee valgus like that coming in. Yes, keep it nice and straight. You need to think about actively pushing your knee slightly outwards to the side, getting that glute knee to stabilize a little more. Yes, that's 7, one more. And 8. Okay, other side. And 8. Right. Cool. Okay, so we've done the first superset. We're going to move on to our next one. It's getting more stability oriented. So we're going to be doing split squats with calf raises and then a single leg glute ham bridge. So the first one, you're going to need a step again about mid shin height. Okay. You're going to have your rear foot placed on that step with the toes up. Okay, so not flat like that. You're going to keep the length of your Achilles tendon at the back. So toes curled under, big step forward. Yeah, again with your foot facing forward, knee in line with your second toe. Okay, keeping your chest up, nice and proud. Lock your ribs down to your hips, place your core nice and tight. And from there, you're sitting back into the front glute, slowly controlling down, okay, until the back knee is just above the ground. And then from there, you're driving with your front leg, squeezing your glutes, quads, extending up. Okay. You add the arms in to mimic a running action. Okay. So slowly controlling down, and squeeze your glutes, quads driving up. Make sure your knees tracking nice and straight in line with your second toe. Going for 10 reps. That's 9. Going for our last one. 10. Okay, now we're going to go down back into a split squat, and we're adding some calf raises. Okay. Because the knees can be bent around 90 degrees, we're working mainly the soleus or the bottom calf muscle. Okay, so you're going down to the bottom, and then you're raising your heel up and down, up and down. We're doing that 10 times. 9 and 10. Okay, of course, my start to burn while I was doing those. Right, then we're going to go onto the other side. So other leg forward, first leg back, okay, toes curled under, foot facing directly forward, knee in line with the second toe, keep your chest up, lock your ribs to your hips, and we controlling down, driving up, 10 reps. And 10. Good. Then we're going down to the bottom and we're doing our calf raises. Down the bottom and raising the heel up and down. Push through the bird. And 10. Good. Alright, well done. From there we're going to go into our second exercise of this superset. That's going to be a single leg glute ham bridge. So for that you're going to need a step around about knee height. Use a couch or chair, something like that. Okay, so targeting in the posterior chain, glutes and hammies. So you're going to set up with your knees bent about 90 degrees, one foot placed with the heel on the bench, the other foot in the air. Okay. Push your lower back into the ground, core nice and tight. Hands across your shoulders. Then you're going to push your heel into the bench, and then squeeze your glutes and hamstrings to drive your hips up, and control slowly down. Then make sure your hips stay nice and level, so on any hip rotation, core stays nice and tight. You're focusing on squeezing through your glutes and hamstrings to drive up, and then control slowly down. Okay, we're doing 10 reps per side. So squeezing up, controlling down. Think about pushing down into the bench through your heel, raising your hips up. That's 6, 4 more. And last one. Okay, changing over to the other side. And also while you're doing this, make sure that your foot doesn't start turning out. Okay, biasing the outer hamstring. And make sure that it's facing straight forward, that both your hammies, or all your hamstring muscles are getting worked. Okay, so all tight, pushing through your heel into the bench, squeezing your hips up, and controlling down. That's 5, halfway. And last one. Good, and relax. Right, that's one set down. We're going back to our split squats, and we're doing that one more time. Right, so rear foot elevated, big step forward, feet facing forward, knee in line to second toe, core nice and tight. Okay, from there, sitting back and down into your hip, driving up. Keep the chest up the whole time, looking straight ahead. Last one, 10. Right, going to the bottom into our calf raises. Nice and controlled. Heel coming straight up. Make sure your big toe stays firmly planted into the ground. And 10. Good. Whew. All right, other side. Okay, core nice and tight, ribs to hips, don't let your hips start leaning forward. Keep them pinned back. Okay, chest up, and then dropping down into your split squats. Make sure your knees staying nice and straight. Make sure it's not veering in like that. Okay, nice and straight, tracking towards your second toe. Last one, 10. Right, going down to our calf raises. Nine and 10. Woo! Good quad movement. Okay. Well done. We're going into our bridges. So sitting up just before your bench, knees about 90 degrees. Keep your core to brace nice and tight. One leg up, arms across your shoulders. Okay, and then keep your hips nice and stable as you drive through your heel. Squeeze your hips up and control down. That's 3. 5. Nice. 2 more. And 10. Okay. Other side. Yeah, make sure your toes are pointing directly forward, nice and straight. And up. Controlling down. Make sure you keep everything nice and tight and aligned whilst you're getting tired. Maybe it's just me getting tired. And 10. Awesome. Right, grab some water if you need. Have a little break. We're going to a brief conditioning set. So a little bit more fast-paced movements. Okay. Again, you need a step. Okay, this one should be around about knee height. So step or chair. And an odd object. Okay, I'm going to use a 5-liter water, as I'm sure most of us have. Okay, I'm going to be doing 4 different exercises straight after one another. Okay, And then we'll have about a 30-second break after that, and we'll do it one more time. Okay, so we'll work nice and quick through the 4 exercises. You'll feel your heart rate going up, and then we'll take a break for 30 seconds and repeat one more time. Okay, so your first one is going to be a reverse lunge and press. I'll just run you through all the exercises first, and then we'll start. So with your odd object on your one shoulder, that same leg is going to go back into a lunge, driving up off your front leg, squeezing your glutes forward, pressing overhead as your knee comes through. First lunge and press. And press. So we're going to do 8 on that side, 8 on the other. The second one's going to be 20 lateral hops per side. Okay, so standing on one side, just on your forefoot, and you're quickly hopping side to side. Each time that you land, you're going to push your bum back, okay, cushioning the impact and keeping your knee in line with your toes. So each time, nice soft landing. You hardly want to hear yourself. Quickly hopping side to side will be 20 per leg. Then quick step ups. So on your step, and place one foot on the edge of the step. Very nice fast step ups. Controlling down, keeping your knees straight in line with your toes. Briefly touching the ground, going back up. I'll just tilt this down a little bit so you can see the ground. Okay, on the edge of your step. Quickly driving up, tap, up, tap, up. Okay, nice quick step ups. Each time it's quick tap, then explosively driving through your heel into the bench. Knee nice and straight, squeezing your glutes, extending your hip all the way forward to make sure that you're not, I'm going to turn this way, make sure that you're not at the top, leaving your knee bent like that. Okay, you want to squeeze your glutes, make sure you have full extension at the top. Okay, so it's going to be 10 on one leg, 10 on the other, and then your last one will be 30 mountain climbers per side. So in a top plank position, with your hands directly beneath your shoulders. Okay. Keep your core braced nice and tight so your hips stay stable. And then you're quickly bringing, ultimately, your knees into your chest. Okay, so focus on knees high into your chest, and then extending all the way back, squeezing your glutes. All right. Whew. Okay, then we just recover from that explanation. And then we're going to start. Okay, so first one is going to be your reverse lunge and press. Okay, we're doing 8 per side. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. And we're going reverse lunge and press. Four. Good. Squeezing through your glutes. Bring the knee through. Keep your core nice and tight, hips stable. So 7. Last one. And 8. Changing sides. Reverse lunge. Press. Keep everything as stable as you can. Keep squeezing your glutes all the way forward so that you're stable in the top position. At 6. 7. Last one. 8. That's it. Alright, lateral hops. So just on your forefoot, nice and quick. Pushing the impact each time you land. Jump as far as you can each time. Okay, try and contact the ground for as little time as possible. As far as you can, and as little ground contact time as possible. That's 13. 16. 20. Nice. Whew. The effects of the lockdown. Alright, quick step ups. So one foot on your step, and we're driving up to full extension, controlling down, tap, and go again. Okay. 1. 4. 6. 7. 8. 9. Good. Other side. Focus on pushing through your heel, keeping your knee nice and straight. Stabilizing on the top. 10. Lovely. Okay, last one. Mountain climbers. Top plank position, core nice and tight, hip stable, knees into your chest, kicking back. 30 per side. Keep that core tight so your hips don't start to fall. And rest. Whew. Nice, guys. All right. Take a very brief break. Then we're going to start again. One more set. I hope you're doing well. Surviving. All right. Let's get ready for round 2. So grabbing your odd object onto your shoulder, going into your reverse lunge and press. Okay, this is your last round. Reverse lunge, driving up. Reverse lunge, driving up. Driving through your glutes. Squeeze the hips all the way forward to full extension. Last one. 8. Other side. Last one. And 8. Lovely. Okay, lateral hops. 20 per side. Okay, we're pushing the impact each time you land. Keeping your knee straight and quickly bouncing side to side. Keep your chest up the whole time. Nice and quick off the floor. And 20. Good. Right, going to our quick step ups. Okay, there's your one from this bench. Keep your knee nice and straight. Driving up, full extension, squeezing your glutes. Down, touch, up. That's 6. Last one, 10. Other side. Full extension on the top. Keep that core tight, hips as stable as you can. Knee completely straight. Good. Last one. Mountain climbers. Okay, firmly press into the ground, core tight, hips stable, knee up, and kick back. Halfway. Done. Whew. Good job, guys. Well done. Have a break, grab some water. Right, then we're going into our last little bit. Okay. Okay, so our final set, so it's going to be 2 core exercises. Okay, so we're going to be doing a dead bug and a plank with an alternating leg lift. 2 sets and then we're done. Okay. So for your dead bug, You lie on the ground with your knees directly above your hips. Okay, hands directly above your shoulders. Push your lower back into the ground nice and firmly. So you brace your abdominals nice and tight. Okay, you don't want to create a tunnel behind your lower back. You're going to close that tunnel, push it down nice and firmly. Keep the core braced the whole time. Okay. Then starting in that position, you take your opposite arm and leg, extend it slowly out until both are just above the ground, keeping your lower back flat, and bring back to the center. Other side extending out, just above the ground, and back to the center. Okay, we're doing 10 per side, nice and slow and controlled. That's halfway. Make sure your knees are staying directly above your hips, your hands above your shoulders. Core nice and tight, resisting going to extension. And last one. Great job. Alright, second exercise, going to be a plank with an alternating leg lift. So we're going to a bottom plank. Okay, bracing core tight, hips as stable as you can. And then you're going to squeeze your one glute, and you're lifting that leg up, holding for 3 seconds, controlling down, and then doing the same thing on the other side, and we're alternating for 8 on each side. Okay, so bottom plank, nice and tight. Don't let your lower back arch. Just keep it the integrity of the lower back, core tight, glute squeezed, hip stable, and raise our one leg up. Hold it for 3 seconds. Control down, other side. And down, other side. And down. And down, other side. Down. And down. Keep alternating with 5 left on each side. Going for a fifth one, up. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Last set. Up. Down. Up. And down. And relax. Awesome. All right. One more set of those two. So back to your dead bug. Knees above your hips, arms above your shoulders. Slowly extending opposite out and back. Okay, going to just above the ground. Making sure your lower back is firmly imprinted in the ground. And also make sure that your chin is tucked down towards your spine. You don't want to start arching into your neck. That's 8, 2 more. 10, and the last one, 10. Awesome. Right, last exercise for the session. Let's finish strong. Okay, plank with alternating limb lift. So Pressing firmly with the elbows and forearms into the ground. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, hips nice and stable. And we're going up on the one leg. And down, other side. And down. Up. And down. Up. And down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. And up. Down. Up. Down. 3 more each side. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Last one each side. Up. Down. And up. And down. Oh, good job, guys. Well done. That brings an end to the third running specific strength class for toe sports. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it reawakened some of those muscles that might have fallen asleep over lockdown. Yeah. Yeah, and then hope you have a good weekend. Enjoy your first runs back over the weekend. It'll be great. Don't think too much if your breathing is higher than normal. Okay, we'll get back into it nice and quick. Cool. Have a great weekend. See you next week.